Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Grace and today come join me for my first ever lesson on Buddy. So today is going to be a voiceover because I don't have any video footages of me speaking, so the best way to do it is just have it as a voiceover. We are currently watching Friday, which was quite an exciting day because it was my first ever time having a lesson on Buddy, which was actually really exciting for me because I hadn't actually ever ridden him in the arena prior to this. So the lesson was not just my first lesson, but it was also my first time in the arena on him. But you can't go see Buddy without getting some Buddy cuddles. I was meant to be grooming him here, but I think I did less grooming and more cuddling. And of course it isn't me without filming a TikTok, so here is a TikTok that I filmed on Friday.
Freeze! Time to switch gears. Use your hands to make elephant ears. Now wiggle, 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 wiggle your ears. Wiggle, 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 wiggle your ears. Stop!
Now that we've finished fussing over him, here is the actual footage from our lesson. This lesson was mainly just me trying to get used to him, as it was my first ever time in the arena, but it was also my first time in the arena on a show jumping pony, which I'm not used to as they're a lot faster and very different to ride. I'm very happy with what we achieved in this lesson though, as it may not have been much, but every step is a step forward, and that's like what I like to take with me, because even the smallest steps is still in the right direction. When we stepped into trot, I could feel the energy and the excitement he had, as I may have done some trotting on hacks, but it was definitely different in the arena. I'm going to let you watch the videos in peace because I could speak about how much I love this lesson all day and I don't want to ramble on too much. As we stepped into canter, I just felt myself coming back. As some of you may know, I have recently had quite a big confidence knock, but being back on the ponies I like, which are the fast ones, it just felt back in my happy spot, and I absolutely loved every moment of it, which is what you need when you're an equestrian, a teenage equestrian. You just want to have fun. You don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. You can definitely tell how our canter improves each time, as it started off a bit frisky, a bit like me trying to get used to him, but as we went along I started getting the grips, I started being able to hold a bit more of a frame, and I was just so happy. You can see here I was like smiling to my instructor, like, oh my god, this feels like absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think this was our first canter, so I think this is the wrong way round, but yeah, you can see how this canter, I was just trying to get my grips with him. But we definitely got there in the end, and I've got to admit there I was quite impressed with my seat, like, not bragging, but I was quite impressed with it there. Then after a canter we came back and our trot was definitely more relaxed, which is what we want with him. We want to teach him that it's okay to be relaxed, and he is allowed to be, and he's going to get praise when he's relaxed. I'll let you guys watch it Peace again with the same song, because it's the only one that doesn't have copyright issues.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend.
Sorry about the songs, guys. It's the only one I can play for getting copyrighted. But yeah, I was so impressed with that lesson. I was so happy after it, and Buddy was sweating, and it was only half an hour. He worked really hard, and I've got to admit, so did I. My hands were so sore afterwards. But it's just trying to get grips with him and him getting to know me, and it's all about a part of the process. So, and I want you guys to see the highs and the lows, not just the highs, because I know how the equestrian community can be, and I like to share all my positives and also all my negatives. Look at the Batman pony, like, he looks so cute in that little fly mask. He really is the Batman, like, he's so cool. If I had a favourite part, it would definitely be taking him out to the field, because he's just the cutest. When you take him out to field, you take the head collar off and he just follows you back to the gate. I absolutely love it. And then he stops when you stop thinking you've got treats when you really don't. But then he continues following me. It's so cute. With a pony like that though, you feel bad saying goodbye because they just stand at the gate and then they give you that like puppy eye stare and you're like, I'm sorry, like, I always feel bad leaving him, but they're horses. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, Buddy did just give me a massive slobbery kiss. This is how he stands with those puppy eyes, and I always feel so bad, like, I'm sorry. And then he walks off in a grump, and you're like, what have I done so wrong? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!